Welcome back to Impress, Not Stress. I'm Jane, your Thanksgiving GPS, and we're navigating our way through planning a Thanksgiving menu for this year's not so normal holiday. When you think of Thanksgiving, does pasta come to mind? In some families, pasta isn't optional, it's a requirement. In other families, eh, not so much. The first time I, a born and raised Minnesota girl, had pasta at Thanksgiving, I was living in the Hudson Valley region of upstate New York. My Sicilian friend Mary came to Thanksgiving dinner bearing a huge dish of ziti. I thought it was the strangest thing ever. Growing up in a household with Polish and Czech roots, pasta was not even a consideration in the holidays. But you know what? Turns out my kids loved it, and I've been serving baked ziti at every Thanksgiving since then. When I moved south to Florida, I soon learned that no holiday was complete without, drumroll please, mac and cheese. You know, the thing about including pasta on the table is that pasta is a comfort food. You can make it the day before and just pop it in the oven to warm and brown while the turkey is rusting. I also like pasta because whether it's with an Italian or with a southern flair, it's so easy to zhuzh it up. By adding some protein and vegetable, pasta can become transformed into a secondary main course. Just add sausage or ground beef to a red sauce pasta, and mac and cheese can be enhanced with ham or with seafood. Nothing says Thanksgiving like cranberries. Now, there's no law that says you have to serve cranberries, but you know what? In my book, there should be. Whole cranberry sauce is traditional. However, kids, and actually several adults I know, but I'm not naming names, prefer the jellied cranberry sauce that you get from the can. You know, the kind that you slice up and it's served on a plate. Hey, you know what? Whatever floats your boat. Now, you can also serve canned cranberry sauce. But you know what? It only takes 10 minutes to make cranberry sauce from scratch. It's like easy peasy. And it's so much better because you can control the sugar and the other flavors. Now, you may not know this, but cranberries are a superfood. And besides making sauce, you can incorporate them into a bunch of other recipes. So buy lots of fresh cranberries at your grocery store, store them in your freezer, and just use them up as you need them. Now, as much as I personally love cranberries at Thanksgiving, if no one in your bubble is going to eat them, they don't belong on your Thanksgiving menu. Let's wrap up by talking about the pros and cons of including bread on your Thanksgiving table. Now, you might be daydreaming of baking an artisan bread. Oh, but you know what? Let's chalk that up to a really cool fantasy. Step into reality, and we're probably talking about brown and serve rolls. Now, granted, they add a really nice touch, and brown and serve rates real low on the stressometer, but you know what? Even they require a little thinking and extra effort in the kitchen during that crucial 10 minutes when you're trying to get all the food out on the table. I cannot tell you the number of times I've forgotten the bread in the oven. Trust me when I say this, it doesn't turn out well. And besides, do you really want your family filling up on bread anyway after you've gone through the trouble of making all this other food? So this might be one of the items you may just want to skip out on this year. Now, I've summarized all your options for bread, for cranberries, and for pasta on ImpressNotStress.com so that you can customize a menu that will leave you feeling grateful, not stressful, this Thanksgiving. Join me next time when we round out our menu selection by considering our options for sweet potatoes and vegetables. I'm Jane, your Thanksgiving GPS, helping you create a dinner that is sure to impress, not stress.